one way to understand the quantum body and explore it is through the non-dual philosophical and yogic traditions that have existed for a long time. So what we call the quantum body would, in that tradition or those traditions, be called the causal body. We have a physical body, which is the outermost layer, the physical body, made of food, energy, and it's a projection of the mental body, which is mind, intellect, ego, which in turn is a projection of the bliss body, which is Atman, Jiva, Brahman. Jiva being the conditioned soul, Atman free of all conditioning, Brahman ultimately the only reality. So Brahman is non-local awareness. And in understanding this tradition, which is experiential, we begin to see the world, mental world and physical world, and ourselves as fluctuations of consciousness, which in Sanskrit are called vrittis. And this is a very profound and transformative perspective. And this concept challenges our usual perception of reality as a divided one, with distinct separations between subject and object, self and the world. This deeper understanding of non-duality posits that the mind, the body, and the world are merely appearances arising from the underlying oneness of consciousness. And that oneness of consciousness is the only ultimate reality. The notion of awareness can be understood as the ultimate reality, the ever-present ground from which all phenomena arise and into which they all subside. Our individual minds and brains are seen as localized expressions of this universal consciousness, like waves on the ocean. And the ocean, of course, is independent of its waves. Recognizing this inherent oneness doesn't negate the unique experiences of each individual. We still have our personal perceptions, our thoughts and emotions, but they are understood as temporary ripples on the surface of consciousness, not separate from the whole. The goal of these practices, which include meditation, self-inquiry, mindful awareness of body, of musculoskeletal system, interoceptive awareness, mindful awareness of the web of relationship, and ultimately awareness of awareness, which is self-awareness, starts to quieten the vrittis, which are the fluctuations of consciousness. And then we go into the depths of being, the stillness and the peace of pure awareness. This non-dual state is also, of course, referred to as samadhi and moksha. Now, once we understand this, then the last three steps in the eightfold system of Raj Yoga, dharana, dhyan, samadhi. So dharana is focused intention or sankalpa or intention, subtle intention, focused. Dhyan is the meditation process to get to this level of non-awareness and releasing that intention there. That process actually results in the infinite organizing power of the intention to fulfill what was intended with least effort through synchronicity or non-local correlation. So actually, this opens the door to non-local potentials too, like extrasensory perception, memories of other lifetimes in the matrix, predicting the likelihood of future events, but basically seeing the whole universe, which includes you and your body mind, as a fluctuating process in the infinite, divine, non-local, acausal, irreducible, fundamental, spaceless, timeless reality, which we truly are. And when we access that, there's freedom from constructs like birth and death, but also freedom from suffering, because the ocean is independent of the ripples on the surface of the ocean. This is a very brief summary of the ultimate solution to the hard problem of consciousness. The hard problem of consciousness only exists because we assume that what we call matter is real. But matter is the alchemy of these same fluctuations. It is the alchemy of qualia. And qualia are vrittis, fluctuations, sensations, sense perceptions, images, feelings, thoughts that make experience possible. So if we truly understand that, there's no insight, there's no insight, there's just consciousness fluctuating as the appearance of the physical universe. Once again, Brahman is Brahmand. Brahman is the source of all experience, and Brahmand is the experience or the appearance of what appears to be the physical universe, but is actually a projection of the matrix of fluctuations in cosmic consciousness. Okay, that's it for today.